Hi guys, welcome back. Day 26 of your yoga challenge. We're going to do probably our last yin yang class for the duration of this program. Go ahead and grab a block or cushion, whatever you need for a supportive prop today. Not sure we're going to use it or not, but never know where the wind's going to take us. um, but set this off to the side once you grab that, just in case. Okay. We're going to start today in a standing position. So go ahead and come up. And we're going to go ahead and bring the feet wider than the hips. Turn the heels slightly out and point the toes slightly inward. So you're going to be a little pigeon-toed here. And then from here, we're going to sweep the arms to the sky, take a big stretch upward, and connect the palms over your head. Exhale, draw the hands down to your heart. So pause here just a moment. Maybe shut the eyes. And set an intention for your practice. Letting you choose one for you today. It can be a word, a phrase, an emotion. Any reason that brought you here to the mat today. Let's take a breath in, a breath out to seal your intention. Okay. And then inhale, reach the arms back to the sky, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold, come straight down through center. So our first fold, first kind of stretch in the legs, so maybe keep a little bend in the knees here. We're going to find some twists. Left hand stays down, right arm to the sky, twist open. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm to the sky, find your twist. Bring the left hand down. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand down. Okay, from here, point the left toes out and bend into the left knee. Press down with the right heel. So you're coming into that side lunge. Take a breath in, breath out. And then switch sides, bend into the right knee. Toes point out, lift the left toes up, and press down with that left heel. Breath in, breath out. Okay, inhale, come back to center, and come back to your forward fold. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And let's switch the toes. So point the toes out, heels in this time. Bend the knees, sink low into your goddess squat. Okay, take a breath in. Exhale, bring the right arm, right thigh. Reach the left arm to the right. Inhale, lift up. Switch sides, left arm, left thigh. Reach over to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Reach all the way over. Inhale, center, hold here. Hands to heart center, exhale, and we'll pulse for 3, for 2, for 1. Rise all the way up, straighten the legs. Bring the arms out wide to your star pose. Okay, and then exhale, hands back to heart center. We're going to turn the toes to face forward, and then just step to meet the feet meet on the center of your mat. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, we forward fold straight down this time. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise back up, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Grab the left wrist with your right hand. Take an inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, lean to the right. Hold here. Kick that left hip out. Take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come to center. Switch sides. Grab the right wrist. And then lean over to your left. Stretching the right side body. We take a breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come to center. Reach up. This time, bring the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive all the way down. Good. Bend the knees. Maybe reach the hands overhead towards the front of your space. Take one more breath in. Exhale, go ahead and bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, start to bring the feet a little bit wider than your hips. Point the toes out, heels in again. And drop the sit bones down. You're coming into your Malasana, your yogi squat. Pause here, press the palms together. Use the elbows and triceps to open up the thighs. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, bring the hands behind you. You're going to go ahead and come onto your seat. And you're going to reach both legs straight out in front. And then I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to point and flex the toes here. So you can bring the hands behind you for a little support. So just alternate pointing and flexing opposite feet. Go as quickly or as slowly as you need here. One more breath. Okay. Go ahead and stop right through the center. And we are going to come to our first posture today, which is going to be a forward fold. So yes, we are going to use our block or pillow or whatever. We're going to keep the legs straight here. You may or may not need this block. It's totally going to be up to you. But we're going to start to round the spine and forward fold here. So the block can come in handy several ways. You can put the block underneath your legs if you want to bring the legs closer to the body and forward fold this way. You can set this block on top of your legs at any height, maybe even this highest height here. And you can round the spine and just start to forward fold And let the top of your forehead rest on your block here. You may have to hold it. That's okay. Or maybe find a position with minimal effort where that block just stays. So I'm going to not use my block today, but totally up to you. If you're not using the block, just round the spine and let the head fall forward. Bring your arms down by the side, palms open, and just let the body be heavy here. So you should notice with minimal effort, this is still a pretty intense stretch. When we think of forward folds or trying to stretch our hamstrings, we often see these pretty intense stretches where our legs are super straight or super high, or our chest, our body's very close to the legs. And although our hamstrings are these big muscles in our legs, right behind the leg there, right where your hamstring connects to your knee joint, very sensitive muscles sometimes. They get so tight though, you don't even need to come into those deep, deep stretches to really make a difference. And as we hold this, you may notice you feel that hamstring start to loosen. You may feel the spine start to lengthen or decompress a little bit, and maybe start to round forward a little more. But take it slowly. So move maybe an inch at a time. Maybe you don't move at all. Okay, last little bit here. If you feel like you can come a little deeper, go for it. If it feels too much, pull back or stay where you're at. Okay, to come up, we're going to keep the spine rounded, chin tucked under. We're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. So lengthen the lower, middle, upper back, and then lift your head up. Okay. And so stay here. We're going to roll the neck. So drop the head down, roll it around to one side, stop at the top, and then come back down through center. Roll to the other side. And then one more time. Okay, this time bring the head back down through center. Lift the head up. We're going to roll the head back. So drop the head back, chin up, and roll the head one side. Stop at the bottom. Inhale, come up, and roll to the other side. Take 2 more here. Okay, go ahead and bring the head back to center. Chin comes down back to neutral. Okay, from here, we're going to roll onto our bellies. So swing those legs around. Come on down. Okay. We're going to work on the shoulder for a moment. For this pose, your legs are going to stay long. We're going to bring the right forearm parallel to the top of the mat. This arm is for your forehead to end up resting on. From here, you're going to thread the left arm under the right arm, right above your chest and right below your collarbone. Keep that left arm as long as you can, and you're going to lay down flat right on to your bicep. As you do this, you'll start to bring the head down to that right arm. Okay. Microphone adjustment. Okay, so I'm going to lift my head to talk to you guys, but this is essentially what it looks like. Okay, so hold here. The more you can relax onto that left shoulder, the deeper your stretch is going to be. This is a great one for that outside edge of the shoulder and also for the bicep and the tricep. I find biceps are really hard part of the body to stretch. So this is a really good one, especially if you're doing any weight training or anything like that, heavy lifting. And then let the rest of the body just relax and be still. Notice if you're wanting to wiggle the toes or squeeze the glutes or move the legs. Let this be a little uncomfortable for about another minute. When we don't address the uncomfortable, when we don't address the difficult things, we don't move forward, we don't progress. You stay in this stuck spot. So allow yourself to breathe past that discomfort. You have a few more breaths. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lift up. So use that right forearm to lift your upper body up. Slide that left arm out. Bring the arms, those forearms parallel to each other, making 11s at the top of your mat. And we're gonna stay here for a Sphinx pose. A little bit of a shorter Sphinx pose. And let's keep this a little more active today. So you're going to bring the elbows a little bit forward in front of the shoulders. Press down with the forearms and lift up out of the shoulders. So keep that neck long. Notice if you're drawing the shoulders into the ears and kind of hunching here. You're going to press up, lengthen everything out and up from that shoulder socket. Okay, since we're keeping this a little more active, you might need to squeeze the glutes. It's okay here. Normally in our yen, we relax this pose and relax our legs. But if you're lifting up, it's going to put a little bit of tension on the lower back. So I want you to squeeze the glutes a little bit so that that lower back stays super protected. Just a few more breaths here. All right, go ahead and lower back down. And we'll take our shoulder stretch on the other side. So the left forearm will come parallel to the top of your mat. Send the right arm under the left, right above your chest. Okay, let's see if I can get situated here with this microphone. Okay, from here, you're going to go ahead and drop the head down. Bring the top of the forehead to the top of that left forearm. Okay, I'm going to lift up again so I can talk to you guys. So examine this side. You might find the side to be more or less difficult. Find acceptance in the variances between your side. Notice if this brings about more or less frustration. This in general can be a frustrating pose, especially if ladies who are more gifted in the chest area. There's a lot to work around up there. But it's really important that we try to find that space, again, to chip away at that discomfort or tightness in the body. Just be still here, focus on the breath. When you start to want to move or start to find a distraction creep in, use the breath to draw yourself back into the body, back into that awareness of just you and the mat, those four corners of whatever space you're in, just being completely full and present here. have a few more breaths. All right, go ahead and use the left forearm to lift yourself up. Bring the right arm out. This time we're going to plant the palms down and come into a child's pose. We're going to bring the knees out wide, feet to touch, and drop the chest down. And just relax the arms out in front of you, so no need to make this active. You can let the forearms rest on the mat. We're just going to take 10 breaths here, not a super long hold. Just enough to kind of reset the spine. Move the shoulders in a little bit different direction than where we just were. Okay, from here, go ahead and come forward. We're going to come into a tabletop for a moment and take a couple cat-cows. Inhale, let the belly drop, press the chest forward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, belly falls, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck and under. Inhale, cow, last one. Exhale, cat. Good. Come back to a flat back. We're going to roll onto our hips and switch over to our back. Go ahead and make your way down, keeping the knees bent here. We're going to take one pose on our back before we take Shavasana today. So you are going to grab that block or your pillow cushion, keeping the knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. We're going to find a supported bridge. We're going to slide the block underneath us, right under the hips, right at the base of your spine. So this should feel pretty comfortable and supported. If you land too high, so way above your cheeks, bring it back down a little bit. So you want to kind of have this half on your butt and half on your hips, essentially. Let me tuck my shirt under so you guys can see a little bit where that block is. But find what works for you, something that isn't going to make you feel like you're compressing the spine or make it feel like anything's digging into your back if you're using a harder block or books like this. Okay, today, since we've already done so much on the shoulders, I'm going to suggest just letting the arms relax down by the side. If you really, really want it, you can bring those arms up overhead. You choose, and we'll pause here for a few moments. Just letting that prop pillow do the work to hold you up and give you this little nice supported back bend. Okay, last breath. And then to come out of this, slowly lift the hips, slide your prop out from underneath you. Set that aside. Take a pause, let the knees knock inward. Reset the spine, just let it lay flat on the mat. And then from here, hug the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a tight hug into the body. And then exhale, legs long, arms by the side. We find Shavasana. Let the body come to your last few moments of stillness. Shut the eyes down. In about a minute here, I'll pull us out in just a moment. Okay, stay as long as you need today. If you're closing with us, meet in a seated posture at the top of your mat. Take our last couple breaths together. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hand come to prayer, heart center. Take one more breath in, breath out. And then we bow forward with gratitude for practice. Namaste. Thank you guys. I'll see you back here tomorrow.